Hello, good evening. I'm Malshani Gamage with Prime TV News. We take a look at your headlines first. Maximum age limit is eliminated when recruiting women for jobs. 150 kilos of heroin and 3,000 T56 ammunition recovered from Kauma's house. President has said that improper human rights is an obstacle in building a virtuous generation. Prime Minister claims the government has embarked on a journey to bring stability to the economy. And in news overseas, Indonesian woman accused of killing the half-brother of the North Korean leader is freed. And now the news in detail. The maximum age limit will not be taken into consideration when recruiting women for jobs. This was mentioned by State Minister Iran Wickramaratne. Further speaking in Parliament, the State Minister said that the government is mulling over undertaking the repayment of 50% of the maternity allowance of workers of private establishments. In the meantime, the voting on the third reading of the budget is slated to take place tomorrow. A couple has been arrested with 150 kilograms of heroin, several firearms and a large stock of ammunition from a safe house at Rawatawata in Moratuwa. The detection was made during a raid carried out by the STF this afternoon. Police said the heroin haul, firearms and ammunition were recovered from a house of Kalum Indika Sampat, alias Kauma, who is currently in remand in connection with the robbery of a diamond worth more than 5 billion rupees. STF Commandant, Senior DIG M.R. Latif said they suspect that the raided house was one of the safe houses that belonged to underworld kingpin Markandre Madhush, who was arrested in Dubai. President Maithripala Sirisena has said that improper interference of human rights in the teaching role today is a challenge in the building of a virtuous future generation. The President expressed this view at a function organized for the centenary commemoration of the Kokawala Mahavidyalaya in Matara. On arrival at the Kokawala Central College this morning, the students accorded a very warm welcome to the President. The President vested in the students the primary teaching resource center constructed at the school under the program "The Nearest School is the Best School." After opening the building, the President undertook an inspection tour and joined in viewing the activities of the students. The President offered floral tributes to portraits of Sirisena Vijayasiriwardena, a former principal of the school, and Kusuma Vijayasiriwardena, a former teacher, both of whom were teachers of President Maithripala Sirisena. In the meantime, the President laid the foundation stone for a sports pavilion that is to be constructed by the Past Pupils Forum of the school. The President also handed over a donation for its construction. Addressing the gathering present, President Maithripala Sirisena said that various views had been expressed in society on the punishment meted out to children by teachers for a rare mistake. The President said that while he was serving as the Minister of Agriculture, Sirisena Vijayasiriwardena was invited to Polonnaruwa at a function held to feed him, attended by 2,000 to 3,000 persons. The children should feed the teachers and express their gratitude to them. Nowadays, teachers cannot punish children. If so, the parents lodge a complaint with the police and they are even taken to the Human Rights Commission. It is rare that a mistake is made by a teacher. But the President said that as far as he is aware, 99% of the teachers punish children with the pure intention of doing good to the child and not with punishing them inhumanely. The President said that within the free education system in the country, it is better to understand the problems in the present along with the past experiences, and accordingly, the future should be strengthened for the betterment of the nation. The President also exchanged pleasantries with the students and parents. And still on local news, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe has said that the government has embarked on the journey to bring stability to the economy of the country. Premier Wickremesinghe made this reference participating in a program held in Colombo. The 20th anniversary of the Young Lankan Entrepreneur Board was held in Colombo under the patronage of President Maithripala Sirisena and Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe. Former chairman of the Young Lankan Entrepreneur Board, Dinu Hettiarachchi, entrusted the responsibilities of the position to the new chairman, Amindra Rodrigo. A large gathering including many ministers and parliamentarians was present. In his address, the Prime Minister said that
it's for not only the global situation that's been unstable, we also had to face an unstable economy in Sri Lanka. We always dealt with a current account imbalance and a primary imbalance. We never had a foreign debt till about 7 years ago. And we got into such a situation that we are left to the government that came in 2015 to look at stabilizing the economy. And it's been a difficult period for everyone, all of us. But if you don't stabilize your economy and show your ability at least to service your debt, to go ahead, there's no chance for private sector or anyone else to develop. And after 4 years, with this budget, I could tell you that we have certainly achieved those goals. What was our revenue? In 2015, it was 63.5% accurate. Today it's gone up to 75%. At that time, our primary balance minus 302 billion rupees. Today in 2019, it will be 225 billion rupees. Our current account, so it goes from minus 256 billion to a positive situation of 36 billion rupees. Our budget deficit we are bringing down. We have increased our exports, so we are now trying at least to stabilize the economy, which we have done, that we can in the next 5 years, 6 years, look at our investments, our long-term ability to repay our debts.
President Maithripala Sirisena and Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe paid their last respects to the traffic OIC of the Borella Police, Anand Sagar Saratchandra, who died in a motor accident. Mr. Saratchandra's funeral took place at the General Cemetery, Kanatta. The Borella Traffic OIC met with an accident on the 24th of last month. He died on Saturday night while receiving treatment at the intensive care unit of the Colombo National Hospital. His remains were lying at a private funeral parlour in Borella. President Maithripala Sirisena and Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, who arrived at the funeral parlour, paid their final respects to the Borella Traffic OIC. Thereafter, they expressed their condolences to the family members. Speaker Karu Jayasuriya and several ministers and parliamentarians also paid their final respects. Investigations with respect to the accident are continuing. The person who drove the Defender at the time of the accident is in custody. The police said that the law will be enforced against those who are spreading false news on social media with regard to the incident. The Permanent High Court at Bar today fixed 27th March to deliver the order on the request made to acquit 4 persons, including Gamini Senarath, who served as the Chief of Staff of former President Mahinda Rajapaksa, from the case filed against them. The case was taken up for hearing by the High Court judges Sampath Abekon, Sampath Vijayaratna and Champa Janaki Rajaratna. The case has been filed against them with respect to financial fraud said to have taken place in the illegal investment of a sum of 500 million rupees in the Helenco Hotel private company given by the Litro Lanka Gas Company to Canwin Holdings Company. The case has been filed by the Attorney General against Gamini Senarath, Piyadasa Kudabalage, Neil Bandara Hapuwinna and Lasanta Bandara. Hearing of further evidence in the case filed against 4 persons, including former chairman of the Sri Lanka Securities and Exchange Commission, Nalaka Godaheva, was postponed until the 19th of this month. They are accused for an incident related to conspiring the misuse of a sum of 5 million rupees of the commission. The case has been filed against Nalaka Godaheva, Deputy Director of the Commission Dhammika Pereira, and former Sports Director of the Tarunya Tehetak Organisation Ronnie Ibrahim. When the case was taken up for hearing, the court permitted Nalaka Godaheva to leave the country from the 25th of this month to 15th April. Minister Arjuna Ranatunga has said that the allocation of more funds for development through the budget is a positive trend. He expressed this view joining in a workshop in Colombo. The workshop was held to sort out problems prevailing in the public transport sector. The workshop was jointly organised by the Ministry of Transport and Civil Aviation Services, the Provincial Transport Authority and the National Transport Commission. Minister Arjuna Ranatunga and State Minister Ashoka Besingha joined in the occasion. Further expressing his views, Minister Arjuna Ranatunga said that the facilities they have are limited. This was the reason why the Finance Ministry took a decision to effect changes once a month. Agreement was reached to revise the bus fares last time. As such, it is their responsibility to revise bus fares if oil prices increased. This is common to everyone. The increase in the toll for expressways was discussed in the cabinet. As a country, many funds were allocated for development. He said that they expected to make 2019 a year of development. Massive funds have been allocated for development. He said he is personally happy about it. 18 Sri Lankan housemates who experienced various hindrances while serving in Kuwait returned to the island today. These housemates, who were serving in Kuwait, arrived at the Katunayaka International Airport early this morning. These housemates had sought refuge at the Sri Lankan Embassy in Kuwait following the hindrances they experienced. It was thereafter that action was initiated to get them down to the island. The Foreign Employment Bureau provided them with the required facilities to return to their homes. And that's all the news tonight. Log into itnews.lk for the very latest. I'm Archani Gamage signing out with Prime TV News. Good night.